Welcome back to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda, giving you all the latest updates on anything and all things Ravens. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Lord have mercy if I get a parental advisory on this video, because I'm going to try and keep it as polite as possible on the topics that I have for you. We will get into those topics in a little bit, but first up, we're always going to address the trade rumors that are circulating around the league. And Mark Andrews has always been a hot topic on this channel, and we're always going to address anything that revolves around Mark Andrews. So first up, Mark Andrews to the Texans is now a trade rumor that's going around. The Texans and the Ravens are rumored to be in talks to trade Mark Andrews over to the Texans, and the Ravens get Dalton Schultz. It's not a terrible trade. Obviously, Mark Andrews has been very vocal about this season, saying that he's in the best shape he's ever been in, and he looks forward to getting back on the field at the start of the season, ready to prove his doubters wrong. But again, there's still that cap hit that we get, $11 million. That's a lot of money, man. And again, we're addressing the rumor. We're not like we're speculating on why this is happening. So at the end of the day, the NFL is a business. The Ravens are a business, so they're going to do what's best for the team, especially in the long term. You get a guy like Dalton Schultz, it puts Isaiah Likely at tight end number 1, which is probably what the Ravens are looking to do anyway. So it knocks out two birds with one stone. Schultz could be that second or third round or third tight ends position, depending on where the Ravens want Charlie Kolar to be and where Charlie Kolar has been in his development. Charlie Kolar has had a lot of, good plays, and he's not a terrible blocker, so it's just up in the air. But again, this is all speculation. If this trade were to happen, the Ravens would save a lot of money on the cap space. Schultz has a lot of years in the NFL under his belt, and as a person who had him on his fantasy league, he is not bad. He's not bad. 880 yards receiving last season. So again, he's one of CJ Stroud's not go-to guys, but he's definitely a safety blanket for CJ Stroud, and it would definitely fit the Ravens scheme as well for that safety blanket to kind of roll over into the Ravens offensive scheme. And again, Isaiah Likely would definitely take that tight end number 1 spot, and Schultz would be the number 2, number 3. But I don't see this trade happening. We're just addressing it. Let's move on. Anyway, so another trade that's been heating up, I've mentioned this before in previous videos, is that Travis Etienne from the Jacksonville Jaguars going to the Ravens in a trade package. What the trade package is uncertain. It'll probably be a 4th or 5th round pick for Etienne. Maybe, like I said in the previous video, that Rasheen Ali will not probably make the 53-man roster and go down to the practice squad. Ali has had sparks of development, sparks of what he can do. But again, in this crowded running back space, it is super hard to, guarantee that. Keaton Mitchell's back to 100%. Derrick Henry's it's freaking Derrick Henry, and Justice Hill has always been reliable for the Ravens for the most part. So, if anything, I don't think this trade is going to culminate into anything. I don't think it's really going to go anywhere. But Etienne has proven to be reliable in the past for the Jaguars, and it wouldn't hurt for the Ravens to kind of have that backup in a sense of if Keaton Mitchell does go down again or running back does go down again. They have Etienne, who's had a couple of years under his belt, ready to, for the next man up. So again, we're addressing the rumor as it is. I don't think this is going to happen, and whether or not it is heating up, I've mentioned this trade before, that the Ravens were looking at another running back and another that is as shifty as he is. But again, I don't think there's anything that's going to culminate in this. Just addressing the rumor as it is. And am I okay with it? Sure, why not? If we get him for a chump change like we've had these past couple of pickups from the free agency, if we can get someone like Etienne for chump change, like a 5th or 6th round pick, and Rasheen Ali or something like that, go right ahead. EDC, work your magic. Let's see how he can work in the Ravens offensive scheme. moving on, this is where I, am going to try my best to not get a mature advisory or parental advisory on this video. So ESPN's Jeremy Fowler ranked Lamar Jackson 4th in the league among QBs. First up, Patrick Mahomes. Second, Josh Allen. Third, Joe Burrow. Lamar Jackson. Politely as possible, what are we doing? What are we doing? Patrick Mahomes had an off year, and he always has the refs on his side, so screw him. I think that he is still a top 5 QB. Don't get me wrong. I will put that on the mantle. He is still a top 5 QB. Not last season. Not this season. Josh Allen, MVP last season. Debatable. Lamar Jackson should have won that MVP. Already wrong there. Joe Burrow, stats-wise, get it. Stats-wise, there is an argument there, but let's be honest here. Lamar Jackson works with a little bit less than Joe Burrow does. Joe Burrow has Jamar Chase, arguably the best wide receiver in the league. He has T. Higgins. So if Lamar Jackson had Jamar Chase with him on the Ravens, it would be over. 100% it would be over. Lamar Jackson is I'm trying not to yell and scream. Trying not to. We're keeping this professional. Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback and the best NFL player in the league. Going into this season, he will prove that again and again and again. I don't care what people say. Well, I do, obviously, because I'm talking about it. But I'm saying, in a sense of, these people do have no idea what they're talking about. I think that they should be, they should be censored from any position of talking slander about Lamar Jackson. But again, free country, free right of speech. Everyone's allowed to say what they want to say. But they're wrong. Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the league. Best NFL player in the league. And I will stand by that. Roast me in the comments section. Whatever. Lamar Jackson will come out this year, win another MVP, and finally get over the hump that is the Super Bowl. Speaking of defending Lamar Jackson as well, NFL coaches have defended Lamar Jackson on this take as well. Lamar Jackson has done so much for the Ravens in his time as the QB. Ever since Joe Flacco went down with an injury, Lamar Jackson has been the guy since his rookie year to lead the Ravens and to be the Superman the Ravens have wanted him to be, but also be the leader that the Ravens offense wants him to be as well. He's the guy calling the shots under center. NFL coaches say that he is just a one-of-one player. You will never see another player like this again. And they've defended it outright. Again, mentioning that he is one of one and that whenever he's on the field, something magical is going to happen. This was an anonymous take, by the way, that these NFL coaches, because obviously they don't want fans to go after them. But these coaches are right. Lamar Jackson is one of one. There is no other QB in the NFL that does what he does. And the scariest part of all that is that he is evolving every year. He had the best year of his career last season, and we're probably going to get another great year this year. I'm just putting that on the table that we're probably going to get an even more evolved Lamar Jackson. We're going to see Lamar Jackson is a Pokemon who just keeps on evolving until and just doesn't stop pretty much. That's pretty much what Lamar Jackson is. Love to see that the NFL coaches are defending Lamar Jackson on this take. And Jeremy Fowler, if you watch this video, you're wrong. I could say a lot of other words that'll get me, have that mature audience sticker on the video. But we're going to keep it professional. You are wrong, and you will always be wrong about that Lamar Jackson take. Thank you for tuning in to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Again, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. I will catch you all later.